Alan, Tony Hayward is a man of many talents, former chief executive of BP, of course. He's now chief executive of Genel, a Kurdistan-focused oil company. And he's added a new job to his portfolio today. He's become permanent chairman of Glencore. How should shareholders in both companies see this? Is there a conflict between these two jobs?
Well, certainly so far, they have not been at all concerned about any conflicts. He has been, remember, the interim chairman of Glencore while they were looking for a permanent appointee. He was one of the three finalists, it turns out, and has been now appointed permanent chairman. So what Glencore are saying is this, that in order to do this job right, he will probably at some point transition, as the term they use, out of Genel and do a full-time proper job at Glencore. Genel says, oh no, that he's been doing it for a year, what's the problem? He could do it for a couple more years. So both sides seem to have him in a kind of tug of war. It's a funny marriage.
There's a big difference in size between the two companies. Glencore is much larger. Are there potential conflicts there? Is the scope for an issue in the future?
Arguably, there aren't a huge amount. Glencore is primarily a miner and a trader of commodities, but they do some oil. It is about 4% of their operating profits, so it's not insignificant. But there are going to be times when there is potential for conflict in terms of going possibly for the same assets if one needs to buy and or in any oil trading situations that pop up. Glencore very opportunistic. They will do whatever they need to do. So yes, I think there is some chance of a conflict of interest.
And where do you think Tony Hayward's loyalties lie? If push comes to the shove, where might he spend more of his time?
Well, I have to say, looking at the financial incentives, I would have thought Genel. I mean, maybe this will change, but he has some shares in Glencore, and obviously it's a big job. But really, Genel, he has financial incentives that will come through shares if certain targets are hit. Certainly, the shares would have to rise over £12.50. They're currently under £10 now. But once it goes through $12.50, some big numbers start to roll out. The incentive is really to keep his eyes on Genel.
Well, it sounds like he has a tricky balancing act ahead of him. Alan, thanks very much.
Thank you.